Um, this is how I became divorced at 22 years old. This is going to be very simplified. I would rather undershare than overshare. I have reached out to members, friends and family members, both myself and my ex-wife, to find the best way to do this. And we all pretty much came to the same conclusion of do not share more than is needed. But if at some point I feel the need to elaborate, I might do that. There might be longer versions of this with breakdowns and parts. But let's get into it. Okay, so I got married May 17th of this year. And shortly before that, my wife, or ex-wife, started a new job. And that's important to know. So we ended up moving into our apartment together in mid-July. I believe it was July 16th. Between the married, when we got married and that time, we were living with my parents. So we move in about 2 weeks after that. My wife has just a breakdown, comes in my office, has a breakdown about, I feel like we might have rushed into this, we did things too soon, blah, 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 blah. And it wasn't like we need to split, it was just I'm freaking out. So, okay, let's talk to her. And about a week later, she apologizes, says, hey, I think we're just having a fucking mental breakdown. Okay, it's fine. You know, I get it, it's scary times. You know, I had a freak out. I think it was like the third night that we were sitting in the apartment, just about missing the family. So some time goes on, and now we're in August, and there's another freak out. And I feel like we rush into this bubble. Well, we meet with our premarital counselor, but our counselors, I guess, they give our premarital counselor and talk to her. This is super common. We see this in married couples all the time. Let's, set some expectations for one another just so you guys can help each other. We did. I think in my head things are going great. Okay, so Monday, September 15th rolls around, and I leave work a little early. She tells me that she wants me to come home, so we talk. And so we go home, or I go home, and I get there, and she's like, hey, I'm not ready to talk to you, so go play the game. So I'm like, okay, play the game. Go back in, hey, I'm not ready to talk to you, so go play the game. Okay, go back in. Whatever. So basically she tells me, hey, I don't know, I don't want to talk about this. I think that it's just not worth talking about. And me being an anxious person, I'm like, well, is it something small, or is it something like you want to move out? And she's just kind of like, I don't really know. I don't know. I feel like, there's just so many things happen so quick, and I don't know. Well, either way, we talked through things a little bit.
There's already like a ton of wishy-washiness with this girl, but these guys seem super young. He said he was 22, and I'm sure maybe she's 22, maybe, excuse me, and maybe a little younger. I don't know, there seems to be like a ton of wishy-washiness, like that she wants to talk, but then she doesn't want to talk. Like that seems to be a red flag, it's just I don't know, it just seems that she's just not saying something, so it just seems that she's got a lot to say, but then she doesn't. If I was him, I would, like he said, he tried to set some boundaries, and he tried to be a little bit what's the word, understanding of how she was feeling, I guess, and was just saying that, hey, whatever you're feeling is normal, and that, hey, like, if you don't want to talk, you don't want to talk. So I guess I understand that, but I don't know, there just seems to be a lot of wishy-washiness with kind of everything when it comes to not wanting to talk or anything like that. So yeah, let's kind of continue, but that seems a little off there.
I think she can tell that I'm upset. She could tell that I was upset, so she just kind of dialed back. Maybe. I don't know what her headspace is. Well, the following Saturday rolls around. Everything's all hunky-dory for me. I go out with my buddy. We put out some corn and stuff. And then I get home. She's like, hey, when are you going to be home? I tell her, and she's like, okay, great. Like, I'm going to take a shower and see you get home. Well, I get home. She's got her bags packed. Hey, I'm going to stay with my mom. I need some space away. I might be back Wednesday. Can we talk? Nope. Gone. Outfit. Gone. Poof. Gone. No contact that Sunday, that Monday. Then Tuesday night, I finally called her. Now, mind you, in between this, I'm over at my best friend's house. Like, I don't know what's going on. I'm freaking out. And I say no contact. There were a couple texts. Well, she also goes over there and is with him and his girlfriend and just talking to them. And it's, they're trying to figure out what's going on. And they're asking her questions. Hey, is there anything going on? It might be calls on. Is there anything? Mm-hmm. She's like, no, nothing. Well, so Tuesday night I call her.
Yeah, who leaves like that and just doesn't really have an explanation? If I was him, I would have just kept digging deeper into the situation. It just seemed that, like, what in the world is going on? So, like I said, I don't think he's like kind of explaining everything what's going on or anything like that, but man, I would just be like, no, we need to sit down. If you're married, and like I said, I know these people are pretty young, but man, if you're married, man, you just have to just kind of put your foot down and be like, hey, like, come inside, we need to talk about this. Like, don't go to your mom's. Like, hey, we need to sit down and we need to talk about this and try to figure this out, you know what I mean? So yeah, that's super weird, man. Super weird that she just had her bags packed and is out the door like a few months into the marriage. And like I said, it's just yeah, you got to sit down and talk about this stuff. And no matter how hard it is, no matter how rude it might sound or anything like that, I mean, it's kind of rude that she just kind of wanted to pack her bags and just go. I know people have issues and I know people have problems or anything like that. Like I said, I don't know if he's like explaining everything, but I don't know, I just feel like when you're married, you do have to sit down and talk about these things and try to figure out these situations and be adults about it.
And this is now the date. Yeah, so Tuesday the 23rd of September. I call her, and things seem well. And Katie went out. She's like, yeah. So her and I go out. We have a great dinner, and she tells me, look, I've decided I'm not going to give up. I'm not going to run away. Like, we're going to work on this. I can't leave you all. But you need to do this and this and this and this and this. And mind you, everything's been fairly normal for me up to this point, up until then. So Kim and Reen stay. So I put myself in therapy, I did couples therapy for the two of us, and out the butt for whatever. This is necessary, whatever means. She's like, I'm not ready to move back in yet, but we'll see. So we have a first therapy session that following Sunday, and just to kind of collapse all this down. Eventually, after like a week or so, she moves back in. Things are going great. I'm cooking dinner every single night, right? She did almost nothing around the apartment, and I would complain about that because it's like, but I was like, you know what? I don't care. Cooking, cleaning, everything, laundry, everything. I'm doing everything, right? I like made up her closet for her and stuff and whatever. I'm just like, I'm trying to show her whatever it is that you need, I'm gonna do. And I just start working on myself and start trying to be, the best husband that I could possibly be. And it's stuff that I should have been doing beforehand, but it's like, this is my first time with it. Well, 3 weeks go by, let me go back to my facts to figure out the date. So, mind you, during this time too, she's like trying to get me to buy her a new car and like a gaming PC and the camera. I mean, it's amazing. It seemed like the most perfect thing. Well, Sunday, October 12th, and things have been going great. We have our therapy session, and the therapist is like, guys, I think we made a breakthrough. And we're laughing, giggling, whatever. Well, therapy session ends, she looks in the hand, dropping on her. She's like, when did you make that decision? She's like, last week. She's like, okay.
We need to make that meme. Like, we need to make that a meme, man. He does this kind of a few times in this video, so there needs to be a meme with that, just his face. Like, he just kind of reminds me of Jim from The Office, just making that face and just like, what?
Alright, I support you. It's a big decision. That gives us more time to spend together, I guess, work through these things. Breakdown. Anxiety, launched, freaking out. My jump to is, hey, let's pray. She doesn't want to. She goes, jumps in the shower. She's freaking, I can't do this. I thought I could, whatever. And I'm like, hey, let's get in the car. This car rides always calm her down. Let's get in the car and ride down. In the car, I've been lying to you.
She's like a dog.
XY. And I go, have you been cheating? She looks at me. Yeah. With who? It's her boss. So yeah, so she says that,
Oh man, when he said this in the beginning about work, when he said that, you know, she got a new job and that's important, like immediately I knew right away what was probably going to go on. She was messing around with a boss, a coworker, something was going on at work, you know what I mean? So, man, it just sucks with it. It just sucks hearing that with that situation. This guy seems like a really good guy, Christian guy. He seems like a really good guy, and when you hear about these situations like that, man, you feel for him. So, man, this girl just seemed like she had problems from the beginning, man. She, like, just, like I said, super wishy-washy, and then just not wanting to talk, like bringing it up. I don't want to talk about this. Like, obviously something was going on in her head, you know what I mean? And, man, and then she drops the bombshell that she's messing around with, her boss. And that, I don't know, she just, like I said in so many videos, like, man, people are just psychopaths, or just not, like, what is wrong with some people? It's like, she made it to seem like he was the problem, you know what I mean? Like, hey, like, I want to fix this, but you need to do this, and this. And she's saying this while she's messing around on him. Like, what is her problem? What is her issue, man? She literally was saying, like, you need to do this, and this, while she's the one screwing around, and she's the problem. And she wasn't helping around the house. She wasn't cooking. She wasn't cleaning. She wasn't doing anything like that. Like, come on. Like, what in the world is wrong with people, man? Like I said, she probably, like I said, it sounded like she wanted to tell him, but then she was just, like, not wanting to say it. Like I said, obviously, like, you sometimes you just gotta dig. You gotta, like, just dig until, you know, you just gotta talk about this stuff. You know, obviously there was something going on, you know what I mean? So, but yeah, just the fact that she just kind of made it seem like he was the problem, and then making him do all this stuff, like go to counseling, I want you to go to counseling, do all this and stuff. It's like she was, like, saying, hey, like, I think you're the problem, and I'm totally fine over here, which was not the case. So, like I told you, man, there's just so many people that have so many issues and everything like that in this world.
And, you know, I've always been a very emotional person, but in that moment, I couldn't cry. I couldn't get angry. All I could do was drive. And in my head, I'm just praying while listening, talking.
It just hits you like a ton of bricks,
says,
man.
I find out over time that she had started emotionally cheating, which, let's just call it, she started cheating 2 weeks after we moved into our apartment. So mind you, this is 2 months after we moved. And that, if we do the timeline here, that's when the first freak out happened.
Yeah.
And then,
that explains freakouts.
And then, towards the time of the second freakout, before she moved out, was when they had started making plans to be physical. And then, during the time between
the freakout, another freakout, right?
Freakout and her moving out is when they did have
it's connecting.
And then, mind you, this all comes out the day before I'm supposed to hop on a flight for a promotion I just received. And,
that sucks.
Yeah, tells me this has been going on, that it's most likely going to continue going on. And, yeah, not crying about it, not upset about it. Actually, I'll just tell you guys, laughing at my crying, because eventually I do start crying, of course. She's like, look, let's go back to the apartment. Chill out there. And I'm like, okay. We get back to the apartment. She's like, look, I need to call him. Mind you, I'm falling apart. Look, I need to call him. I need to make sure he's okay.
Oh my god. Like, I've already seen this video a few times already, people, but the first time I saw this video and I heard that, I was like, you have got to be kidding me. I'm like, you have got to be kidding me. Like, you are seriously messed up. My god. Like I said, I was losing it. I was at work and I'm just like, you have got to be kidding me. You seriously, like, just told your husband of, like, 4 months that you have been messing around. You make him think that it's, like, his problem, it's his fault. and then break it to him that you're messing around with your boss, and then you say that while he's breaking down, he's crying, he's having, this is like the biggest, like, probably the most emotional thing that he's gone through in his life, that I need to call him and make sure that he's okay? You have got to be kidding me, man. Oh my god, I can't imagine what I would do in that situation. Man, I would be so furious, man. I would be crashing out hard. I would just, oh my god, I do not know, man. I would be so pissed. I would be so mad.
While it's like 12 o'clock at night, I can't sleep, I can't do anything. Right? I have a flight to catch the next morning, I can't do anything. Finally, she comes home and she's like, look, I don't want to talk about this. Let's just lay down. So I get like 2 hours sleep, wake up, get on the flight, and absolutely bomb. Do terrible, right? Because how could you do well? And during this
yeah, man, that's terrible timing.
All I'm thinking of is, okay, how am I going to fix this? How am I going to fix this? I don't know how I'm going to fix it. How do you forgive? Well, I'm going to do it. I'm going to figure it out. And wow, God is good. Because though I didn't fix it, He kept me functioning better than I would have without him.
Yeah, and God brings peace when you allow him into your heart like that, man.
I get back. She ends up actually picking me up from the airport that Thursday night. We hang out. She drives me back to the apartment, goes and stays at her mom's. Friday morning, wake up, we go on a date. It's great. We're having a good time. It's a little weird, but we're having a good time. Well, eventually, we go back to the apartment. She falls asleep. I go through her phone, and it is her and him dogging on me, talking about how she's going to stay on my good side so she can get things from me, and all sorts of terrible stuff. And so I'm like, hey, wake up. Let's go. And she's like, oh my gosh, did you go through my phone? I'm like, yeah, I did. And then, okay, ladies and gentlemen.
Alright, so there's a part 2. I will react to it a different day, so there's going to be more into this and everything like that. So, but yeah, so goes through her phone and then realizes that basically she's just trying to get things from him, be on his good side, and whatever the case may be. Like, oh, like, God, this girl has some problems, man. What a nightmare, man. What a nightmare. Like, man, I would have just let her go right then and there. Like, hey, wake up, pack your bags, and get out of here, man. Like I said, like, this guy is super nice. You know what I mean? Like, I would think in that situation that most guys would want to be, isn't like, this guy is really nice. I think most guys would just be like, pack your bags and get out. You know what I mean? Especially you're like planning things and trying to get things and probably like whatever the case may be, get more money out of the divorce. Who knows who knows, man. But oh my God, man, like I said, like, all right, pack your things and get out of my life. And jeez, man. So, oh my God, I feel so bad for this. I feel so bad for this guy. And before people start saying like, God, this guy was such a wimp. He let things just drag on so long. This girl got away with so many things, and he was so lenient. As a Christian and as a Christian man, that's what you do, man. You just not really act like a wimp or anything like that, but you love your wife so much, and you want to love your wife like how God loves us, and that you just want to do so many good things for your wife. You want to do so many great things and make her feel special. You want to make her feel, like how God makes us feel, you just want to love her and everything like that. So this guy was doing all the right things when it comes to trying to fix it. He was cooking, cleaning, going through counseling when she asked for it, was as nice as can be. So yeah, man, he was doing all the right things, and that's what you do as a Christian guy, man. It's just, you just kind of, I'm not going to say put up with some of the stuff or anything like that, but you try to make it work as much as you can and try to fix it as much as you can. And that's what marriage is. So what marriage is, you have issues and you work on them as best you can, and try to fix it. Obviously infidelity and affairs, that's obviously gonna, that can just, tear a marriage apart. That's even in the Bible, like, hey, if there is a divorce, you are able to, just kind of do that if an affair kind of comes in and everything like that. So, but I know people try to, it sounds like he tried to make it work, you know, in the end. So, but yeah, I want to react to the part 2 of this video. I think he's even got a part 3 to this video. So, yeah, so finally getting back into the videos after, you know, the holiday season. I was sick as well. My whole family was sick. So I was trying to get back into it. So, but yeah, like I said, before people start just like roasting this guy, like nothing, there's nothing to roast about this guy. This guy did everything right. You know, this guy did everything right. He made all the right decisions. Like I said, even when he saw through her phone and everything like that. Like, I'm sorry, but once you cheat on your partner and everything like that, if somebody's just gonna go through somebody's phone or something like that and just be curious at times, you know what? You lost the right for that sometimes, man. It's just like you want to trust your person, your partner and everything like that, but man, you lost the trust in that situation in a way. You know, like I said, sometimes your curiosity gets the best of you. I would say not do it. I would say not do it in your marriage. You know, just trust the person. But in this situation, that girl lost trust. That girl lost trust. This guy was heartbroken, and I think curiosity got the best of him, and he just went through her phone, and look what he found. You know, this girl was look, if he didn't find that, think about what she could have done to devastate his life. You know what I mean? So. Like I said, you want to trust your partner and not go through their phone or anything like that. So, but like I said, this girl kind of lost that trust when she did that, and curiosity got the best of him. But yeah, he seemed to do a lot of right things here. But yeah, it's an unfortunate situation. Like I said, just got married, and then 4 months in, she drops this bombshell news about all this stuff. So, but yeah, like the video if you liked it. Let me know how the everything looks too. My wife got me a new webcam that I think it has a better screen and a better microphone, so I'm able to kind of make better kind of videos. So let me know if that works and is doing better, and if it sounds good. You guys, I want to kind of hear some things. Comment on the video too. I want to know your guys' opinion too, because this is a crazy situation. I know this has been this went viral a couple months ago, but like I said, I've been working so much and I haven't really seen a lot of these things, so I'm kind of catching up and seeing. Just wanted to show you my opinions about it. So, but anyway, guys, like the video, subscribe if you want to see more videos like this, and I'll see you in the next video.